No, yeah, we're gonna be going to game 1 on Merchant Port. Love to see it. What a good stage. Getting started here.
Ooh, no droplet. Yeah, probably watching out for the missile. Gets hit by it anyway though, because it's funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad way to start the match, I suppose. So it worked out there for Envy. But right now, yeah, even with that first hit aside, Envy kind of struggling to get back onto center stage. Slip doing a really good job controlling this vantage state.
Yeah, so this is a pretty weird matchup. The thing about this is one bubble. Bubbles delete Steam. They literally make it not be anymore. And Orcane is very short. Low profiles over a lot of Elliana's approaches from the air.
Yeah, not to mention, you know, we saw it a lot earlier with all of the Clarins that Envy's had to play, but Orcane does not really approach too often from a 90-degree angle, so you're not going to see a ton of up tilt. Well, I say that. It won't be as prominent as it has been, I suppose.
Clarin players are conditioned to approach exclusively from 90-degree angles, so Orcane kind of just isn't going to do it as much. There's no reason to.
Gonna get a good bubble butt sealing up that first
Oh my god, that was redonkulous. Almost kills too.
Yeah,
that's kind of the first time I've seen that actually. Taking advantage of missiling a flipped mine midair to trigger the explosion, and it actually hits.
Yeah, it is kind of a cool piece of gameplay. You know, I've heard people say in the past that if Elliana is fully developed in her meta, she would be the only S+ character in the game.
I think that other characters fully developed in their meta can kill her in one hit, so it'd be close though. She's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it really does feel like every time she gets a hit, she should always have a follow-up in a perfect scenario, but
yeah.
Right now, Slip kind of not affording Envy that perfect scenario. Woo! Great up air, just following them around and managed to take the stock.
Mine's going all over the place.
It really is.
Rivals of Ether?
Rivals?
Well, that one of them's hitting the other one.
Yeah, I'm hearing some great sound effects. No, it is frozen on my screen right now.
Alright, so meanwhile on the stream
there it is.
Alright.
God, I'm getting flashbacks to the April Fool's stream.
We are back though, so it looks like Envy's got a nice time going here.
Yeah, actually Envy suddenly down a whole stock and Slip so close to closing out game 1.
Slip has to
forced to use puddle.
Woo! Good DI out of the mine. Doesn't get up tilted. DI in would have been dead off that up tilt.
I really do like that up tilt from Envy, even though it didn't pan out. But gotta focus on getting back to stage. Eject. We'll find the mark. Jumping out of the way of Bubble Butt, but Slips again just so close to taking the stock.
Kind of a weird down smash attempt there. Elliana was not in the area code. Oh, you can actually parry the eject when it's like that. It has a bit of a rev up when she's not fully overheated. Oh, you should be parrying Steam though. That was that might have been a free one.
Let's see, 137% on Envy. Slip. One good up air away from taking the stock. Tries to find that up special, but no dice.
You may have noticed that the mine disappeared off the Slip. When Elliana upbeats, the mine goes off. It detaches. There's the up air.
Yeah, finally takes that stock. Envy was doing a really good job of holding on to that final stock, but you know, obviously once you're past 130% against Orcane, especially for an extended amount of time, it kind of becomes more and more difficult to actually stay alive. Yeah, otherwise we're going to be getting started with game number 2. Counterpicking to Forest Floor here for Envy.
Yeah, this is another Orcane stage. I feel like a Forest Floor, Pond, and I've got Hideout. That's like the holy trinity of Orcane stages. So we're seeing basically all of those get counterpicked against Orcane.
Yeah, it really is weird. I feel like Slip's opponents are just kind of giving them all right, here's a counterpick that just works explicitly in your favor.
Aramata is also a great Orcane stage. But blast stones. Look at the blast stones. You can't look at the blast stones. They're too small to see. Orcane will kill off the top on this stage so easy.
Not to mention, if I'm not mistaken, aren't the horizontal blast stones pretty large on this stage as well?
The horizontal ones are not nearly as bad as that vert. That up blast stone is not okay.
Yeah, the reason I ask is because in this matchup specifically, you know, if you're Elliana trying to get a lot of these kills off of the sides, it'll be a lot more difficult for you to kill off the side than it will be for Orcane to kill off the top. So, again, like, this stage kind of just works out again in that case for Slip.
Yeah, and
I do like that attempt at the up air, though.
Considering that it is Orcane, though, dying off the side isn't something he wants to do in the first place. So on a stage with the wide blast zones, it's just not. He shall live forever. Long shall be his days.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Finally gets to go to F strong. Pretty much. It's a good stage in theory, as long as you are playing well and disadvantaged.
Yeah,
but...
that's all the good stages. Every player's lost on every stage, even with their best character on there.
Yeah. Again, this is Invy's counter pick, so you know maybe it's just a good stage they're comfortable with. So, but right now they've done a really good job of actually evening the game up. Very close in percent between the two of them, and we're back to a good healthy amount of neutral.
Yeah, nice and even game here so far. All right, no jump, no jump.
Yeah, but gets the platform, no punish. Now there's the F tilt and gets that big chumbo to seal out the stock.
There you go. Oh no! Slip strikes back. Yeah, Elliana's up tilt should basically kill every time it hits up the ledge. Doesn't matter what percent. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if it's overheat or not. If they're mined, especially, oh no.
Yeah, kind of a scary spot to be in. Just don't get hit by it. Smile. Good parry, Slip trying to just rack up more damage. Those up airs have been so lethal. Obviously, having taken the first and second stock with an up air at a decently high percent, but
parry, but doesn't quite get the punish.
That was a cute attempt, though. I like that from Slip.
Really nice side B mix-up, going nowhere off of it. Invy was kind of covering the long.
Yeah. Oh,
wow,
that
really?
hesitation from Invy. Slip catching it out with an up strong.
That's such a confident chase. Holy.
Yeah. It really did just feel like Invy was a little too scared of going so far in because Slip had that coverage, but obviously not going in and air dodging onto the platform is just more time that you're spending without your mech, and Slip taking full advantage of that with that run up strong. And with that, yeah, now Slip is 2-0. Invy going to be counterpicking over to Spirit Tree.
Yeah, this is an okay stage for both. I don't really know Elliana well enough to know what stage is good against Orcane. Like, I know what stages are good for Elliana, but not specifically in this matchup, one that would minimize Orcane's advantage as well. Rockwall might be fun.
I could actually see a good Rockwall pick. Yeah, you know, there's a couple of matchups that I do feel familiar with, but Elliana Orcane is definitely not one of the matchups that I know.
Oh, okay, Gerald.
Let's go, Gerald. Let's see. Yeah, I really like this.
Ooh, all right. Good convert.
Yeah, Invy kind of just running the show there in advantage state. And yeah, there's those bubbles, like you said. I feel like we haven't seen a ton of those from Slip in this set, but obviously bubbles such a potent tool for getting rid of cloud. Or steam, rather. Excuse me.
All right, continuing some nice combos here. It's a bit of a steam trap we got teched out of. That could have been a kill. Oh, okay, it just is anyway.
Wow.
That's nice.
And yeah. I'm guessing that was just kind of bad DI on the part of Invy, but
it had to be. Bad drift. Probably drifted out instead of in.
Yeah. And now Slippa kind of using that advantage, starting to get a good amount of damage. Invy finally finds that F strong though.
I think
and,
all these kills have been bad DI.
Yeah! Not a great shining example of what good DI is in this matchup, but at least it's a good example of what's not to do.
When kill move, no hold out. Oh, when Orcane hits you with up smash, die.
Yeah, I mean, not much you could do to change the outcome of that. It is Orcane up strong. I don't know if there's a puddle there, but either way, it's a pretty strong move. Or so they say.
Oh, look at this. This is such an oppressing situation. No, overheat has to eject. Doesn't quite cover it, though.
slip off stage. This is kind of scary. Force to use puddle, getting hit by these big chumbos.
Mm-hmm. You never want to get hit by the chumbos. They do 20.
Never want to give it.
Oh, okay, right him up air.
Get up air.
This is the fate of all air characters. Orcane wins.
Yeah.
Look at that smile. He knows what he just did.